Hey guys, this is going to be my 16 and 17 week pregnancy update. I apologize that I didn't make a 16-week video last week, but for that update it was my husband's 21st birthday week. So that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, there was a lot of planning for party and general 21st birthday shenanigans. So he had a very good birthday and it was all well worth it. So I thought I would just combine the 2 weeks anyway, because a lot of symptoms haven't really changed, and I was really busy. I didn't have the time, and then when I did have the time, I'm like, I need to sleep. So here's my 16 and 17 week update. I cannot believe I'm already 17 weeks pregnant. I feel like I just found out that I was pregnant. We got confirmed about how far along I was when I was 13 weeks along. So pretend you didn't know you were pregnant until 13 weeks. And then as soon as any time period passes by, you feel like half the pregnancy is already over. In 3 more weeks, half of my pregnancy is over. And I feel like I've only really known since 13 weeks because I didn't have a period to base this off of or anything, so I had no clue how far along I was. But anyway, I'm just rambling. First things first, pretty sure my husband would be very mad at me if I didn't include this as my first symptom. I have been extremely hormonal, whether it's, crying or whatever like that. It's mainly mood swings, and I feel them coming on. Like you just start to feel really tense. And so I'll even tell whoever I'm with, which is normally Gavin, and I'll say, I'm so sorry, but I am starting to feel extremely tense. You're not doing anything, just a little heads up. And he laughs, but then 20 minutes later when I'm just being a complete pain in the butt, he's like, oh my God, just stop already. But it's normal, and he's really good at handling it and just cooperating, going with the flow. But I also, specifically yesterday, I had the urge to cry all day long, but never actually did. But I got a lump in my throat. Like, the smallest things would make me cry, like the couch cushion isn't very comfy how I'm sitting. And I would start to feel emotional. Or, I saw a bird fly by and I just had to cry about it. Like a hummingbird was at our window and I about threw a fit. I was so excited. So I'm very hormonal, and along with that hormonal changes is acne. My acne has pretty much leveled out since I left high school and since my last pregnancy with Ellie, but I'm starting to struggle. I got some big one right here, and it's just, it's getting bad. But luckily, with all my experimenting in high school, I know which treatments work for me and everything like that. I am very tired. I don't know if that's pregnancy related or Ellie related, but I'm pretty tired. I'm starting to feel my energy coming back, which I'm excited for, because I do remember the 20-week time period being really fun pregnancy-wise. Like, you start to feel the baby moving and everything like that, and it starts to become fun. So hopefully this whole tired thing fades over really quick. I have been really crampy. Not like period crampy though. Basically how I would describe it is, at first I thought I was having a Braxton Hicks contraction, just because it's that kind of crampy feeling. If you've been pregnant before, it's kind of like that. And obviously, or I don't think so, I don't think you can have those this early on, and it's probably just, everything's stretching, but that's the closest I could compare it to, just because it feels like everything's just getting really tight all of a sudden, and it just is crampy. And it could just be the way the baby's sitting, or any assortment of anything pregnancy related, but experiencing some cramps. I have been experiencing some heartburn or acid reflux, or whatever you want to call it. I still don't know the difference between the two. Probably should figure that out. I had it really bad last pregnancy with Ellie, and everyone was like, oh, that means she's gonna have a full head of hair. And she did. So I imagine this baby will have probably the same. And it kind of sucks because it didn't start this early for me last time, or I don't think so. But I'm gonna go to Costco and get my Tums container that's bigger than my whole head and just dive right in. I think it is prone to what I eat. Like, we had pizza yesterday, so the tomato sauce really got it going. If I have juice, orange juice, anything acidic, it bothers me a lot. So that's already started. Yippee-ki-yay. I am less nauseous, which is good. Every now and then I still have my little spells, I guess you could say, and I'm more nauseous towards disgusting things than on average, like my baby's diapers. She's been eating solid foods and everything like that for a while now, but you know, there's certain foods that I'm like, I don't want to know what kind of poop she's gonna have tomorrow, but she loves it, so it's worth it. And some of those diapers, I'm like, oh, why can't Gavin be here? Because most of the time he's not there for those fun diapers. The other day though, she did have her very first diaper explosion in her car seat. I have cleaned her car seat before when she was younger, but it was because of, you know, milk spit up. And this was the first time I've had to do it because of a legit poop explosion. So yeah, I couldn't handle that one. I was like, whoa, Gavin. So less nauseous in general, but sensitive still to certain smells and appearances. Nursing sensitivity. This one is, I expected. I know like right around the 16, 17 week time period is when your boobs are starting to develop the milk producing stuff. Everything's starting to come if you're not breastfeeding. So, and your boobs become sensitive when you're pregnant anyway, and mine are so sensitive. It's almost like I'm back to square one with nursing with her. When I first started nursing her, it was so painful. I would be like, 1, 2, 3, go. And like I had to convince myself to get her on because it hurt so bad. And we're back to that. It only lasts for a second though. And I'm just kind of pushing through it. My goal is to stop nursing when she's a year old. But knowing her, she probably won't just stop like that, just because she is reliant on nursing for, you know, middle of the night feedings. And like if she falls or something like that, I'm trying to wean out of that slowly, but we'll see. I do plan to stop nursing her before the baby's born, just because I want to make sure that enough of the colostrum and everything is, you know, cycled out and cycled back in so that the newborn has everything that it needs. Plus, I really don't want to be nursing a newborn and her. I know a lot of women out there do it, and I give you props for it, but something where I want to focus on the newborn. I want to make sure all the nutrients and everything are for the newborn and that she's on the right track. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it. My belly has definitely popped. I would say last week it did. You know, if I hold my tummy muscles in, it doesn't look as noticeable. It looks just like I'm really bloated. But if I'm just chilling, relaxing, I start to notice that, yeah, it looks like a pregnant belly. My clothes are getting uncomfortable. I really think I'm going to get nice maternity jeans, because I had the luxury of being pregnant in the summer last time, so I could kind of pull off just stretchy yoga shorts and just chill. But this time it'll be the winter, fall to winter, if Texas gets winter. I don't know how cold it's gonna get, but yeah, so I think I'm gonna get a good pair of maternity jeans and lots of yoga pants, and it's just gonna be, we'll see. But I'm starting to feel that uncomfortableness in my clothes already, so it begins. Oh, the big thing, I can feel the baby moving. I don't know if I mentioned that in my last video. I did feel the baby start moving during my 15th week, so I probably didn't mention it in my last video because I felt it like after I turned 15 weeks. And now I feel it even more. I've even seen the little movements. They're obviously very tiny, but I love it. I'm so excited for this pregnancy. I'm excited for all the big changes and all the big kicks, and not the pressure, not when you're like 30 some weeks and you're like, oh, stop kicking. But I don't know, I'm excited. So just as a quick update, I do plan to do weekly. I apologize for this, but in 3 more weeks, we should be finding out the gender. We have the anatomy scan. Hopefully it's a cooperative little baby and they are willing to show what gender they are. But it's such a weird wish. Please let us see. But yeah, so I am so excited to share that with you guys. But I'll go ahead and give you guys a belly shot, and that'll be it for today. And I apologize, I'm still trying to figure out how I want to set up my camera, so I apologize for the variation in background and setup. But here we go. So there is the bump now. there you go. And I appreciate all of y'all that are watching, and I am so excited to be posting these videos again. I love looking back at my old ones. I highly suggest this to anyone who wants to be able to look back at your pregnancy. It's really cool. That's the main reason I did it in the first place, and I don't know, now I love it. I love being able to look back and be like, what was I like at this time last time? But anyway, I keep rambling. I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.